How are you all doing out there in your PJs with coffee? I am very envious right now. You know, with all the everything in the world to talk about, I suppose we can say one safe subject to talk about is the weather. Isn't that what we say? Who has a disagreement on the weather? But I saw a weather report yesterday that I'm wondering if the weather guy on the news accidentally chose the wrong word, because it got me like, what did he just say? So if you've been watching the weather at all because you want a non-combative topic to have in your brain, the weather report is about Florida and the possibility of a hurricane or a tropical storm. And of course, when you in the lead up, they're always wondering where will the storm hit, what will be the damages, all that sort of thing. And if you look at the graphic, there's always like this triangle that they usually call a cone, and this cone is the possible areas that the hurricane can hit. And of course, there's no real, it's just conjecture. You don't know exactly where it's going to come on land. But anyways, so here's the part that kind of got my ears perked up. So the weather person, the guy's there, says, and here is the cone of opportunity. And I went, okay, if a tropical storm or hurricane is over my house, I'm not really looking like this as an opportunity. I years ago, lived in Oklahoma City, which is right in the middle of tornado country, and there were a couple close calls while I was there. And when I was watching the news, and the news was saying the tornado is like a mile from my house, I never thought, gee, what a good opportunity I have right now to see the tornado. But I thought, okay, how can I make something different out of this? And I think he must have, misspoke a little bit. So opportunity to me means I have freedom to make choices. If I know the tropical storm is coming, I can choose to leave or stay. I can choose to do certain things to my property. I can, during the storm, make certain choices. And certainly once the storm has passed, I have any number of choices to make. I'm still not calling it an opportunity, but I'm calling it the ability to make a conscious choice. And so as I was thinking of that, and of course thinking of right now of Marcia's nice piece that she spoke of the different things that we're going through right now, the difficulties that so many people are going through. I would never, like some people might say that I call the Pollyanna white lighters, oh, what a great opportunity for your spiritual growth. I would never tell someone in the midst of a difficult situation that they have an opportunity. But we do have the power of choice to make through these difficult times, even though it seems like maybe we're not always at choice, that we can choose to put one foot in front of the other. And the choice that I am more aware of right now that I have, because I'm also, as a human being, I think if I could fill this page with what I don't have a choice over right now. In fact, when I start to get a little down, I'm thinking more about the lack of choices, the lack of control or loss of control in my life and the life of our communities and our country. But to bring it down to where can we consciously every day make a choice? And so more and more I am thinking of the necessity of thinking of my life as a 24-hour-a-day spiritual practice. That so often in our spiritual teachings, and regardless of what your religion is or your path is spiritually, whether you belong to a light of the mountains type center, or if you think of yourself as a spiritual freelancer and you just stumbled onto our live stream this morning that you normally don't view a service, that we think of spiritual practice as something I carve out time for to do possibly once a day, a couple times a day, and we really think of it as separate. In fact, so many of us will think, gosh, I just didn't make time for spiritual practice this morning. I just didn't make time when I came home. I had promised myself at lunchtime I would even go sit in my car for 10 minutes as a spiritual practice to just feel more centered, and our life can seemingly get out of control, and it's like, gosh, I didn't do my spiritual practice. So I'm trying to become aware more and more of my life as a spiritual practice. That everything that I'm doing is a spiritual practice. In the moments that I am just enmeshed in fear, how I can turn that into a conscious spiritual practice. How when I seem to be just at a loss because I just don't know what to do anymore at a particular moment, how can that be a spiritual practice? And there's a word that I've used off and on when I personally get to those points of being so separated from spiritual practice that I call it being crispy. And in fact, my shout out to Gene Abrams, he gave me this gift a few months ago. I think it's from a cereal box. It says crispy. And I have this on my desk at all times. And it's to remind me to be conscious of when I get crispy, meaning when I have become separated from life as a spiritual practice. And so my conscious practice now is to see the value in each moment and how it can be a spiritual practice. And truly in each moment, especially when you might feel like you're starting to lose contact with what that is. And so in this week's blog, I wrote about a TED Talk I had listened to, and it was given by someone named Brooke Detterline. And a few of us are taking a class from on human rights, and she was part of one of these classes, a self-driven class, and some of us are getting together on a weekly basis to talk about it. But she was talking about ethics and values and how we can have choices in the moment to either live up to them or not to live up to them. And in a sense, even though she was talking from a secular world, what she was really talking about in my world was the opportunity to turn moments that you seem disconnected into connected moments, in other words, into a spiritual practice. So she wrote about, or she talked about, what she says is a magical pause button. First of all, I like the word magic because it makes me believe, even though it's not true, that somehow something can just happen. You know, without my participation. I like that concept. It doesn't really happen that way, but I like the concept to fool myself that something can just happen. So let me tell you how she came up with this idea of the magical pause button. So she was with a company. She doesn't give the company that she was with. This was a few years ago. And I'm not sure the dynamics or her role of the job, but part of what she was doing, it came to her attention that the CEO of the whole company was not only doing something unethical, but doing something that was illegal. And apparently it was part of her job to seek these kind of things out and bring it to the larger company's attention in some way. So she talks about a meeting that she had with the CFO, not to be confused with the CEO, and some of his management team. And she had to break the news about this, that their CEO, again, was not only unethical, but actually committing a crime. And she said that the reaction from everyone surprised her a little bit. I mean, of course, no one's going to take this news, and like it's good news. But she said the CFO said, well, I think we just need to give it more time. I think we need to do a little bit more research, even though it appeared that she had laid out the case pretty strongly. And she looked around at the other people around the table. I guess it was a standard boardroom kind of table, like oval, everyone's around it. And she said everyone was just kind of looking at their paper, maybe fiddling with their pen a little bit. Nobody would make eye contact with her or anyone else. And it was almost like, if I look down, no one will see me. No one will notice me. That we don't have to acknowledge that we're in an uncomfortable moment right now, that companies and as individuals, we'll say we have certain values and things that we live by, and this was a moment to either live by their company values or not, and in a sense they were choosing to not. So she went on to say that one of the biggest gifts of her life was given to her that moment. The CFO was called away for a few minutes to take care of something, and so they had a break of sorts, and that they were going to reconvene in a few minutes. I don't know if it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a half an hour, but it gave her time to collect her thoughts and to think, well, what just happened here? What do I need to do, in a sense, to remain in integrity with the position that she had with the company? And they were called back, and she said that she got very clear that this was not a time to take more time. That in her role, it was her job to call these sort of things to the attention of certain people, like this group of people, and that her recommendation was very strongly that they needed to take the next step, which was to give this information over to the Board of Trustees. So this group didn't have to decide what should happen. It was just their job to give it to the appropriate people who deal with these sort of things. And eventually, they agreed that that's what they were supposed to do. And she felt much better about the whole experience. But she said out of this idea came this concept of the magical pause button. That in those few minutes that everyone dispersed and went on a break, that she was able to rethink what she was doing, go over what had just happened, and in a sense, reconnect with the idea of truth within her own self. And she defines this idea of a magical pause button of reconnecting with your heart in the face of fear. And I really like that, reconnecting with your heart in the face of fear. And so you could certainly look, haven't we all at some point in our professional lives been in a slightly similar situation where we have said we always do this thing and suddenly we're not, and the fear is to be the person to speak up, but as she teaches, developing this idea of a magical pause button is to, in a sense, even if it is just momentarily taking a pause, to reconnect with your heart and ask yourself, what really needs to be done here? What do I need to do? There's that old saying of talking your talk and walking your walk, and it really gets down to that. It's so easy to talk about what is important or what is right or what is true, but it becomes more difficult when we're faced with a situation where we have to speak up for those values in some way. So this is something, before I came across this idea of the magical pause button, it really puts a label on something that I've been trying to develop more and more within myself. That I have found that more often than not, if I'm in a difficult conversation or situation, it's rare that I get like a timeout, that I get to go sit down for a while. I mean, sometimes that does happen. You can, if you're with someone and the conversation's not going well. I have been in conversations where we've decided, you know, let's just both cool down a little bit and meet again tomorrow. Sometimes that happens. But I have found that more often than not, that doesn't happen. That while I am in the midst of a moment, that I have to have kind of a magical pause button going on in the background, where I seek to let go of the anxiety of the moment, to consciously reconnect with my heart, and just ask, you know, that higher self, the presence of the divine in me, what do I need to do and say now? And I think what this amounts to is doing what Ernest Holmes writes in the Science of Mind textbook. He says, our outlook on life must be transformed by the renewing of the mind. And even when the results are not immediately forthcoming, we must still maintain a calm serenity of thought. We must relight the torch of our imagination by fire caught from heaven. And I like that. It was fire caught by heaven. So when I'm in a difficult situation, I think before I go to the magical pause button, I'm probably as far away from fire caught from heaven as I am humanly possible to be away from there. I'm caught in the drama of the moment. I'm caught up in my own opinion. I'm caught up in my opinion that the other person may be wrong. I'm really, a lot of energy into them being wrong sometimes in these conversations. But it really comes back to, as Ernest Holmes says, is that we need to think about renewing of our mind. And he talks about our mind being as something that we all share on a universal sense, of that even though we're individuals, we have this larger mind or consciousness that we're all a part. And a renewing of the mind for me is to consciously reconnect with that to see what is true. And it is consciously to reconnect with the fire from heaven. In a sense, there is a greater truth that I close myself off to on a regular basis. And in that moment, I can at least make the choice to say, I'm willing to connect to it. And it really does get down to, again, life as a spiritual practice every moment. And there's a passage in the New Testament that talks about to pray without ceasing. And for me, this is, again, what this has to talk about. To constantly, in a sense, not that you're praying to something or to someone or actually even praying for something to happen. So in my pause button, I'm not saying, angels, God, or whatever, please make this person see the light. I'm just saying it's an inward conversation for me to see the light, for me to consciously reconnect. And the next line in that New Testament passage when it says to pray without ceasing is really quite wonderful. And it says, in all things be grateful. Now, it doesn't say to be grateful for all things. It doesn't say be grateful for that cone of tropical storm that is headed to your house. But it does say that you can have a sense of connection and gratitude in any moment that you're experiencing. And that when I'm working my magical pause button, my gratitude is that I've allowed myself to remember that that option is there. I've allowed myself to see beyond the problem and issue that is right before me right now. That there is something bigger. And I think that can be difficult for us, especially right now. I can't see how things are going to resolve. We may have all a very different idea how things should resolve, but I don't see how it's going to resolve. I know it will, all these things, but I don't see how they are, and we don't like that very much. So what I think part of this, for me, praying without ceasing, is to remind myself that even though we're in the middle of this, I don't even know how to label it, interesting times where a lot of good choices are going to be made for our future, to realize that we don't have to wait for new beginnings because new beginnings are happening all the time. And they may not be the new beginnings we'd like to see yet, but they're there. So one of the most amazing experiences that I've had through these last few months is that I have officiated, I believe, 14 weddings. And there's no such thing as the Big Sun Valley wedding anymore with 200-300 people. All the weddings I officiate are for the couple, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 close friends and family. And each and every wedding I've been at, they have been so thrilled by their new beginning. And I had a really great new beginning wedding this last weekend. Most of the weddings I do are on the beach at Redfish Lake. And so this is great. So this couple are 40-ish, and they're combining families. And so they have 3 kids, and I don't know their exact ages between the two of them, and between like 11 and 13-ish in there. 2 boys and a girl. So the groom and the 2 boys were in matching khaki shorts and a blue shirt and flip-flops. And they just looked so adorable, just so excited to be together. And as we were writing the ceremony, I customize all the ceremonies. They wanted to have family vows. not just for the couple vows, but family vows. And towards the, after the couple did the vows and, the I do's and exchanged the rings and all that, and this was their idea. They said, I want us all as a family to get in a circle and hold hands. And as a family, you can still hold hands, even though in public here we're not doing that. And we had created a couple vows for them as a family to say, we promise, we promise. And that was pretty much at the end of the ceremony, and then I pronounced them husband and wife. And I thought, what an amazing new beginning. What an amazing new beginning. And then, the other things that the conversation of how are things going to happen, around faith communities. How are we going to keep people feeling connected when we're doing live stream and Zoom, which I think is, God, it's just, and this I am so grateful. 10 years ago, we wouldn't have had this possibility, but still, faith communities, so much is about the personal interaction and feeling like we have a common purpose in some way, and that is just not keeping someone in your, as you say, thoughts and prayers. It's seeing someone face to face on a Sunday morning or an event that we come together. But this is so great. A colleague of mine in another faith community, of course, they're doing exactly what we're doing. Like, what are we doing? And they have been a faith community for about 30 years, and they have never owned a building. And they have just bought their new building. And they're going to start, as they close escrow, to have live stream like we do, under construction in the new building. And they're so excited that the first time in their 30-year history that they've come together in this purpose to say, for 30 years they said someday we should, maybe not, I don't know, we don't have the money, I don't know how we're going to do this. And when they decided to do this, not only did they raise enough money amongst themselves, they raised it enough to pay off the building completely and not have a mortgage. So I think, what an amazing new beginning, even though some of us see the limitation in the faith community right now, like, how are we going to stay connected? So as we renew our mind, as Ernest Holmes talks about, it's not just about solving the problems of the moment. It is about having a larger idea and picture of how life can unfold. And we may not have an exact picture of that unfoldment, but we have to believe and understand that that unfoldment exists. And you can see that in simple things like I have in weddings and new buildings and all that as evidence that there are new beginnings happening right now. So we're playing the long game right now. There may not be always satisfaction in the moment. And when there's not, that's when we have to go to that magical pause button. But I just want to end here today to again honor John Lewis. And you probably have heard this quote. It's been said a lot, but I think I need to get it put on a plaque. It says, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, or a year. It is a struggle of a lifetime. Never, ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble." So let's just take this within and let's go to prayer for a moment. And in all things, I am grateful. I have absolutely no idea as a human being how this is all going to turn out. But I know the presence of Spirit is right where we are. It is in the center of all things, and that there is a greater calling that we are being attentive to right here, right now. We open our hearts and our minds as we allow ourselves to recognize a magical pause button, meaning that in the most distressing moment, I can witness the presence of Spirit right where I am in any situation and be guided to do what I need to do. It's that simple. We just take it one step at a time, one pause button at a time, and know that amazing things are underway and under construction. So I give thanks for this. I give thanks for each person in this room. I give thanks for each person of our spiritual community and beyond, each person who is watching today and who will be here on our lawn in a few minutes. Our lives, my life is so blessed. And so in this recognition and thanksgiving, I just simply let it go. I release this thought, this prayer, this affirmation of truth into the universe, into the mind of Spirit, knowing when I truly let something go, miracles happen. And so it is.